I've been playing the Resident Evil 4 remake lately, and I have been having a blast with that game. I missed out on the original Resident Evil 4 when it first came out. I was way too scared of that game. There was no way I was going to make it through the whole thing. So I don't have that experience to compare the remake to, but I'm having a blast with this game, and I'm also super excited for Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. I love the Metal Gear Solid series, so this one I am going to be maybe more critical of, but I have high hopes that it's going to be great, and I'm being optimistic that they are as one-to-one as possible within reason with this remake when compared to the original. The Metal Gear Solid series is my favorite game series of all time, so if they screwed that up, I'm going to be very disappointed. But while playing Resident Evil and watching video footage of Metal Gear Solid 3, I couldn't help but think about like what other games deserve a remake that maybe haven't had one announced or don't have one in the works at all. And I can't help but think about Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. If you played this back on the original Xbox, you know exactly why I am so enthusiastic about this game being remade. If it was brought into this generation with like a Unreal Engine 5, the use of lighting and physics would be absolutely incredible. That game for its time, I could not believe what I was playing. I really felt like I was Sam Fisher, a solo death machine, infiltrating enemy headquarters and taking people out systematically one by one because I was just 10 levels ahead of them. So while I was reminiscing on Chaos Theory and thinking about, man, wouldn't it be cool if they remade it, I went and looked up some of the gadgets because I'd forgotten all the stuff that was in that game. There's so many awesome game mechanics in that game that I don't really see too much in games now. For example, the sticky camera that you could shoot onto the wall, across a room, into a hallway, whatever you wanted to do, and then you can control the camera, you can see what's going on over there. You could use the noisemaker function on that thing, draw the guard in, and then blast them with knockout gas. Stuff like that was so fun. Thinking back to it, it kind of reminds me of Plague Tale Innocence the first time that I played that, because the game is almost more about how are you dealing with individual guards in a mini game sort of way, right? You don't really want to approach them head on and just like pull out your pistol and shoot them in the head. You could do that. There were certain levels that I do remember when things kind of fell apart. I'm just running around shooting people, but you've got like, what, 30 bullets in your pistol? So you have to be very selective of when you use it. And so you rely much more on your gadgets and hiding in the shadows, not making any noise. I think the comparison there between Chaos Theory and A Plague Tale is pretty accurate. It feels about the same, and it is equally as satisfying, but just in different settings. I tried playing some of the later games in the series, and it just didn't really do the same thing for me. There's just something about Chaos Theory that holds a special place in my heart, and I would love to see this game remade. I would assume Ubisoft has the rights to this game, and that makes me kind of apprehensive about getting my hopes up for it to be any good. But if it's just a one-to-one remake, that's all they would have to do, is just be super true to the source material and just remake the entire game exactly how it was. That's really the end of this video here. It's just, wow, wouldn't it be cool if they remade Chaos Theory? That would be great. Wasn't it fun? Yeah, it was fun. What a good time.